I wanted to do a reading. This will be my part one. I did actually a part one on the Pope. Now we got news about the Pope last week. Okay, I'll wait for you guys to join me. And I did pull some cards, and I forgot my cards. I normally keep a deck in my car because if I get a phone call to do a read, but today I'm off. Okay. What is so interesting about the Pope, you guys? When I pulled the cards, I added the numbers to the cards, okay? But I want to tell you the cards that I did pull. So this will be my part one. I hope everybody's doing well. Now, the Pope said, okay, there was a bishop in Texas. His name is Joseph. Just give me a minute, you guys, okay? And then I'm going to get right into this, okay? What I pulled on the Pope, may I say. Ooh, these people. These wicked people. And my thing is, why now? Okay, why now? Why did he let go of Bishop Joseph? The reason why he let go of the Bishop Joseph, and I keep seeing a child card in the metaphysical, okay? And I will pull the Kepler deck because there is a child card in the Kepler deck and the regular deck, the page card, okay? Now the cards that I pulled were the Five of Wands, the Hierophant, and the Lovers, okay? Now I pulled some other cards, with that being part two. So let's just stay on these three cards. So the reason why, what I was getting from the Pope is power, okay? Power, pure power. He has an overactive imagination. He's very jealous, unrealistic, showing calmness and peace. But he actually is more emotional, okay, than what we are seeing. Now, what we're seeing is a calmness and a peace to him, but it's not a calmness and peace to him. There's a power of emotion about him. Okay. Also, I pulled a Knight's card. Knights are normally on a mission to make decisions based on how you feel about a situation. This is why he had to get rid of Joseph, Bishop Joseph in Texas. Okay. I don't know if some of you guys are in Texas. I have a couple of viewers here that is in Texas. And the Texas bishop is not going down like that. Okay. He's not trying to leave, but he got to go. Okay. I feel like there's allegations, too many allegations, may I say. And the Pope had to look at all this evidence, all this that he knew that was going on, right? And I feel like there's going to be more evidence to come out on the Bishop Joseph, okay? And I'm going to say this video is for entertainment purposes, but we're going to use discernment out here, just saying. It was interesting that I did pull the Hierophant card on him, okay? Because he's an establishment. I took a couple of notes. He is in an establishment, so that would make sense, okay? He personally believes in freedom, challenges the status quo, which the Pope does, challenges the status quo, but also Joseph challenges the status quo, may I say. His choice in Lovers, okay? Normally, I got the Lovers in reverse. So this tells me his choice in Lovers is not the feminine, it's a masculine, okay? So Bishop Joseph in Texas, his lover is a masculine, a male, okay? This got back to Pope Francis, and Pope Francis was like, no, we cannot have this, okay? We have too many allegations, too many stuff going on in the Catholic Church, okay? Now, it's interesting because the conscience, when we see the Hierophant card, the conscience, the subconscious, and the superconscious of the spiritual realm, so they can take into the church they're appointed to in their roles with different, it's a different form of the high priestess or the high priest that sits, right? A more relaxed position, okay? Also, I got the Five of Wands. Each man wears a different symbolizing their diversity, backgrounds, or belief system. So you got to understand this. Pope Francis and I see a lot of confusion right now, you guys. So what is happening is there's a lot of conflict right now in Vatican City, okay, with the Pope and other bishops. This is what I'm seeing, you guys, okay? So this is only the beginning of what we're going to hear. There's more to this story, all right? So this is a belief system because of the difference. They cannot find harmony. There's no harmony here, okay? You got to understand, when you choose a lover, and in the Catholic Church, the priests, the bishops, they're not allowed to have no relationship, okay? Not with a female or a masculine. But this Bishop Joseph has a relationship with a masculine, and I want to see if there's children involved with this bishop, okay? Because I do see the child card in the metaphysical, the spiritual realm, may I say. And I did pull the lovers, okay? So this is inner conflict because it came in the reverse position. A breakup, a break in communication, avoiding responsibilities for the actions of their desire, Joseph's desire, the Pope's desire, may I say, and immediate gratification. So whatever Bishop Joseph was doing was instant gratification, okay? But it wasn't a healthy instant gratification, may I say. It was his own desires, okay, for others. So he needs to make amends with his past for his future decision. This is why the Pope had to make this decision, okay? Because this would hinder the Catholic Church. So he had to get rid of Bishop Joseph. Now, it's interesting because the cards that I pulled and the number of cards, you guys, I could not believe what I was actually seeing. When I pulled the cards, I pulled out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 cards, okay? And I did not do this on purpose. I just did it, okay? When I pulled out the 8 cards, I got, and all tarot, high gemstone, all tarot cards have numbers, okay? If you guys don't know this, I'm telling you, they all have numbers. So the first card was 5, the second card was 5, the third card was 3, the fourth card was 7, the fifth card was 2, the sixth card was 8. Hold on, I pulled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 cards, okay? 8 and then 3. I added all that up, you guys, and I got more than what I thought I was going to get, okay? So I got the number 33. Now 33 is a Freemason number. So Pope Francis is not just Pope, I'm saying Pope Francis. The Pope is a Freemason. Okay, they're all Freemasons. Okay? So I got number 33 and I was like, wow, okay? But I didn't just get number 33. I got 2033. So we're in the year of 2024. So what's going to happen in the year 2033? Okay? The year of 2033, we will not have no Pope. Okay? In the year 2033. Or before the year 2033. There will not be no Pope. Okay? Yes, a lot of people are offered to be Freemasons. You might get a phone call. And normally when you're in the church is when you're being offered Freemason, to become a Freemason. I'm going to tell you guys something about Freemasons. Freemason is a knowledge, esoteric knowledge, of how to have power of this Babylon system. But it's corrupt on all levels. Okay. You have Freemason pastors in every churches. Okay, they're sacrificing somebody to get to. Okay, so let me go to here. Jesus, Lord. Woo! So there was an African man. I'm going to tell a little bit of his story. There was an African man who was a head warlock. He's no longer a warlock. He was a warlock since birth. His mother was trying to get pregnant with him, and she could not get pregnant at all. She wanted one child. She wound up having a son. Her son was very sick, but he had a marking on him, okay? She went into the woods to see a witch doctor, okay? They go by many names, may I say. And it's so interesting, the story that was told by him, that, and I believe his story. And the reason why I believe his story is because there's a story in my life that's similar to his story, okay? So when he went, he was born, and his mother went to the witch doctors to get pregnant. She got pregnant, but she said, and the witch doctor said, only under one condition, that your son marries me. Now this boy was just born, but the witch seen this boy had a gift, okay? And he had a marking on him, okay? So at the age, I think he was 3 years old, or maybe younger, okay? I will also put this link because you guys have to watch this, okay? I think he was 3, or maybe even younger than 3, and he was married to a 65-year-old witch. One of the most famous witches, not just most famous, one of the well-known witches in Africa, all over the continent of Africa. This woman is known, may I say. So what I'm trying to tell you is, everybody was scared of this little boy. Now, this little boy did not know anything because he was a child, okay? The mother knew. The mother had to marry off her son to get pregnant. Now, what's interesting, everybody in the village was scared of this boy because there was a snake that used to sleep with this boy, okay? A huge, humongous snake. Yes, Nigerian. Yes, he is Nigerian, okay? A huge snake, and the snake used to sleep with this boy. So everybody was afraid of this boy. Because what snakes sleep with a boy? Just saying, okay? Anyways, so the thing of this story is, this young boy from Nigeria, because he is Nigerian, gave his life to Christ. Now, I'm going to say something. What was so interesting about his story is the snake, okay? Because I have a story about a snake, but that's for another day. But, and the story about the snake is very profound, okay? This happened in my dream, and it also happened to somebody I know in real life, okay? Real life. The guy should have been dead, okay? But what I'm going to say to you is, there was the Pope that we know it went to Africa to sacrifice somebody to become. Remember when the Pope was sick, you guys? You guys remember when the Pope was sick, and this Pope came back out stronger, and he was sick. I thought he would have crossed. There's a crossing for him, okay? He's on his last breath, may I say. His very last breath. The Pope that we know is on his very last breath. Okay, he had to sacrifice somebody, and I'm going to say for entertainment purposes, to still be alive today. Okay, and this Nigerian said they had to sacrifice somebody for him to continue to live. Okay, but he didn't say the Pope, but I knew who he was talking about because I seen the Pope in the metaphysical when he said it. And he also said a president of the United States, okay? So when you guys talk about, when we think about witchcraft, voodoo, hoodoo, all this other stuff, we only, a lot of people can only see the physical realm. They can't see the spiritual realm. Okay, if they seen snakes, I'm talking about big ass snakes trying to swallow them, okay, or coming out from a tree and grabbing a child and taking the child back to the woods, you're gonna be like, what the hell is going on? Okay, just saying, you might just leave that baby right there. But when you're into witchcraft, it can be very real. It's very real. Witchcraft is very real. It's not a joke. Okay. Gem D Solid. Yes, he was married off. Me being a sense and follow, my eyes are wide open. Witchcraft is very real. Do I have an Instagram? You guys, I have 2 channels. I have this YouTube channel and I have a Facebook channel. That's all I have. My Instagram, I really don't post on that. Also, Ken Hill, I'm the son of... Yes, a lot of people say they're the son of different people. Santeria is not witchcraft. Santeria is not witchcraft. And I'm going to say that one more time. Santeria is not witchcraft. Santeria came over from Africa. It was their religion, okay? Was their religion. A lot of people don't understand Santeria because I'm going to tell you why. A lot of my great-great-grandparents and great-great-great-great-grand they were very high people in Santeria. Yes, there's different kinds of witchcraft, you guys. But Santeria is not witchcraft. Santeria, the Africans, when they used to pray, they used to be under a tree and pray, or just on the grass and pray. They didn't have a Bible. The only ones that had a Bible were the Ethiopians. That's why Ethiopia was never invaded. Okay, Ethiopia was never invaded. All African nations were invaded except for Ethiopia. Ethiopia was not invaded by no Caucasians. Only, I think they were invaded by Caucasians, but their land was never taken. Okay, it's getting dark. It's going to rain today, you guys. I can smell it. It's getting ready to rain. But I got the number 33 and I got the number 2033. I think we got confused about the mark of the beast. But I can go deep on this topic, but I'm not going to stay on this topic long. But I want to talk about Bishop Joseph, I think his name is Strickland, of Taylor, Texas. He had to step down. The Pope wanted him to step down. The Pope made his ass step down, okay? The reason why the Pope made him step down is because of his choice in lovers. See, when you choose a man or you choose a lover and you're a bishop, okay, you're going to get some backlash, okay? Because in their sick-ass world, they cannot have a relationship. Where does it say in the biblical text? This is why I say the Bible, there's been things added to the Bible, and there has been things subtracted from the Bible. So we have to seek out the truth and read in between the lines, what the words, even the words, okay? Because the words are spells. So my thing is, the reason why Bishop Joseph had to go, okay, is because he was in a relationship with a lover. And the Pope was like, no, okay, we can't have this. Now, I do see the child card in the metaphysical, and I've been seeing it since I pulled on this Bishop Joseph and Pope Francis for quite some time. And I want to see if Pope Francis if he's involved too, because I feel like he is, okay? If he had to go to Africa to sacrifice a child, just saying, okay, to have another breath, okay? And he's on his last breath, okay? See, what happens is there's a singer in Africa, and he also was dead, Okay, these people are dead. Okay, we see them living, but they're actually dead. Okay, and what I mean is dead is they have to go to a witch doctor to get a last breath. Okay, but they're barely holding on with that last breath. All right, because they're dead. Okay, and the Pope, we seen this when he went to, he called on the Orthodox Church, the Coptic Orthodox Church, by the way, to go over there. And the Coptics, they do not like the Coptics, the Ethiopian Orthodox, none of these Orthodox churches, okay, like the Pope, okay, because they know the wicked deeds that these people do, may I say. But the Pope had to go to Africa, the continent of Africa, to sacrifice a child. Why would he go to the continent of Africa? These people have been doing this for a long time. These are politicians that go over there, sacrifice children. One of the presidents, okay, I'm not even going to say his name. I might say his name in another video, okay, had to sacrifice a child so he can become the president of the United States one more time, may I say. All right. But the Pope is the one that went over there when this Nigerian guy was a warlock at the time, okay? And he had to bow down to this child, which now this child is a man. Now, I don't know the age that he was when the Pope actually visited him and bowed down in front of him, okay? I don't know his age at that time. But what was interesting is he was supposed to go to Vatican City. Now, if he would have made it to Vatican City, he would have been sacrificed, okay? Some girl saved his life, okay? So the story he tells is before he was on the get ready to go on the plane to Vatican City, and this girl started preaching to him, okay? Basically, saving his life, okay, because he was told by the witches and warlocks that if he would have made it to Africa, he would have been a sacrifice. He would have been an energy sacrifice, okay? They went to steal his energy. Energy stealing is very real, okay? And I may sound crazy, but I'm not crazy. Energy, a lot of people are taken out ritual styles is because of their energy, okay? Everything around us is energy. Even us, we're energy, okay? Everything is energy. So they wanted to do a energy ritual with him, okay? And I will come back on with another part 2 of the Pope and this Joseph guy, because the reason why Joseph had to go is because of his lover. And the relationship between Bishop Joseph, and the Pope, okay, is they both had the same beliefs as far as the Catholic Church, but they also had different beliefs of communication, okay? What the Pope was related to the church, what the Pope was doing and the bishop was doing in his private time, in his relationship with his masculine energy, okay? I do see the child here. I've been seeing the child. Every time I pull the Pope's energy, I see him laid out, okay? And him trying to gasp for that air, okay? That air he cannot get because he's on his last breath, may I say. So who knows how long he has, you guys. I did a video on this before. I don't believe he has much time to live. He went over there. They did some little kind of voodoo thing to keep him still alive. He had to see a warlock. He had to see witches. And they summons all their energy to keep him with his last breath. Okay? Gemstone D Solid, you can email me. And more luck to give you a few. Yes, they had to do a ritual so he could stay alive. Yes, voodoo. It's voodoo. You got to understand, voodoo was, okay, let me go to voodoo real quick. Voodoo was a religion of Africans, okay? When they got enslaved, they reversed the voodoo, okay, as protection, all right? Yes, it's very deep. They reversed it as protection, Okay, as above, so below. Okay, they had to do the proper name is voodoo. They had to do a reversal, okay, because they had to scare their masters, okay. So they scared their masters, and they're still scaring them to today, okay, because the masters, if you look at it, they bow down, okay, to these entities, okay, that take over these people's bodies, okay. So what I'm getting from Pope Francis, the Pope, and Bishop Joseph is their communication. There's conflict right now in Vatican City, okay? Some severe conflict, okay? So this is the beginning of what we're going to hear and see, okay? Only the beginning. There's much more to tell, okay? About Bishop Joseph. So my question is Bishop Joseph going to come out and say, look, I'm in a relationship with a man, or I like little boys? I don't know. Okay, just saying. I don't think he's going to come out and say, I like little boys, but is there some allegations about him being with little children? I don't know. But every time I pull the Pope's energy, I pull children, dead children. I see dead children. Okay, lots of dead children. Too many for me. All right, and I want to get out of that energy. Okay, because the kids want to come forward to tell their story, but there's so many stories. And the one child that I was seeing as a human sacrifice in Africa, the Pope went over there and they had to sacrifice this African child so he could still be the Pope that he is today. You guys, if people would have known what this Pope does, okay, it's a total remain of power. Yes, it is. Okay, but the remain of power is interesting. Is I keep seeing the Pope. He cannot breathe. So he has to take somebody else's last breath to get his last breath. But he's on his last breath, okay? And I did get the number 33, and I got the year 2033. Okay? But right now, there's a lot of chaos of this belief system. The breakdown of this belief system as we know it, as the Catholic and the Vaticans, okay, Vatican City is in a lot of trouble, okay, because of their differences, and they can't find the harmony. They can't find the harmony because they're all vile and they're all evil. There's no harmony in evil, okay? There's no harmony in wickedness, okay? You don't get harmony in wickedness and wicked deeds, okay? If you go back to my video and watch it, there was an orb that flew behind me, okay? An orb. You can stop the video. I'm going to try to stop it and see where I see that orb, but I did see the orb and I did feel a presence. But you guys can go back and push rewind and you will see an actual orb that went behind me, and I did feel somebody's presence behind me. I don't want to stay on this energy long because seeing all these dead children really bothers me. Thank you. See your aura and you got grow very tall. The orb stopped, but it went past me and I did feel it, okay? But you gotta be careful who you are getting information from out here, because some people are getting information from other spirits. It bothers, but that's the responsibility. Yes, I do have a responsibility, and I take my responsibility very serious. And this is what I got, you guys. So this is what I'm sharing, and I will talk to you guys later. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe.